We explore dividend yield and how companies pay cash directly to shareholders. We go one step deeper into how you actually build your position in those investments over time. Welcome back to Stock 101. If you have never bought a single share of stock in your life, if you do not have a finance degree, and if financial terminology sounds like a foreign language to you, you are in the exact right place. We built this video series specifically for beginners, which means we will never assume you already know how the market works. There is zero jargon required here, no high-pressure sales pitches, and no complicated trading formulas. Just clear, friendly explanations to help you take your very first steps into the world of investing. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you terrified of buying stock at the exact wrong time, right before a massive market crash? If that thought gives you a knot in your stomach, you are certainly not alone. That exact fear keeps millions of hardworking people sitting on the sidelines for years, watching their savings sit in low-interest accounts while the market moves on without them. The idea of placing your hard-earned money into a stock, only to watch its price drop the very next morning, is easily one of the most intimidating parts of starting out. In this video, we are unpacking a strategy called dollar-cost averaging. It is a battle-tested approach designed to take that fear off the table completely. Over the next few minutes, we will cover what dollar-cost averaging actually means in plain terms, why it protects you during periods of intense market volatility, how it applies to major public companies like Broadcom Incorporated, and how you can set up a simple, automated system to put this strategy to work for yourself. By the time we finish, you will understand how to navigate market ups and downs with total confidence, without ever needing to guess where the stock market is heading next. Let us start at the very beginning and define our core concept. Dollar-cost averaging means investing the exact same dollar amount on a regular schedule, regardless of what the share price is doing on any given day. That means whether the stock market is soaring, crashing, or moving sideways, you buy your fixed amount at predetermined intervals, such as every week, every 2 weeks, or every month. Over time, this mechanical routine creates a powerful mathematical effect. You automatically buy more shares when prices are low and fewer shares when prices are high. To make this feel intuitive, let us look at a simple, real-world comparison that has nothing to do with Wall Street. Imagine putting a fixed cash amount of money into your car's gas tank every single week instead of filling up the entire tank to full. When gas prices spike, that fixed sum of money automatically buys a smaller volume of fuel. You drive away with fewer gallons, but you spent the exact same cash amount you planned to spend. A few weeks later, when gas prices drop significantly during a local discount promotion, that exact same fixed sum of money buys a much larger volume of fuel. You automatically pump more gallons into your tank without spending an extra cent out of your pocket. Because you stuck to a consistent cash budget instead of buying a fixed volume of fuel every time, your average price per gallon over several months ends up far lower than if you had tried to time the pumps or fill the tank completely during price surges. You bought the bulk of your total fuel supply when gas was cheap, and you bought very little fuel when gas was expensive. Dollar-cost averaging works the exact same way with investments. But before we go any further, let us clearly define a few basic technical terms so everyone stays on the exact same page. When we talk about a share, we mean one tiny unit of ownership in a business. When you buy a share of a corporate stock, you become a part owner of that enterprise. The share price is simply the current price required to purchase one individual share of that stock on the open market. This price moves up and down constantly throughout the trading day based on supply and demand. Volatility refers to how wildly and quickly those share prices swing up or down over a given period. High volatility means prices are jumping around dramatically, while low volatility means prices are moving gradually. Your portfolio is simply the total collection of all the investments you own, including cash, single stocks, or index funds held inside your account. Now, let us talk about how you measure your results. The core mathematical formula behind this entire strategy is very straightforward. Your average share price equals your total dollars spent divided by your total shares purchased. Notice what is missing from that calculation. You do not need to factor in market predictions, economic forecasts, or expert opinions. You simply total up all the cash you have invested over time and divide it by the total number of share units resting safely in your account. Let us walk through the mechanics step by step so you can visualize how this functions in practice over multiple purchasing periods. First, you pick an amount of money that fits comfortably within your household budget. This should be an amount you can consistently afford to set aside without causing financial strain on your day-to-day living expenses. Second, you choose a set purchasing schedule that matches your natural cash flow. Many people prefer matching their investment schedule to their employment paychecks, buying every 2 weeks or once a month. Third, when your scheduled day arrives, your system purchases whatever quantity of shares your fixed dollar amount can buy on that day. If the share price is elevated, your dollar amount buys a smaller fraction of shares. If the share price drops sharply, your dollar amount buys a larger fraction of shares. Fourth, you leave the system running smoothly over extended periods. As weeks turn into months and months turn into years, you build up a substantial balance of shares. More importantly, your overall average purchase price reflects the underlying value of the asset over time, smooths out temporary panic spikes, and prevents you from dumping all your cash into the market at an absolute price peak. Now let us read the verified comparison exactly as it appears on screen. Every value comes from one production snapshot, and missing fields remain unavailable rather than estimated. For Broadcom Incorporated, the field is dollar cost averaging, and the verified value is data not available. This concept needs filing or earnings call evidence that is not present in the verified snapshot. For SPY, State Street SPDR S&P 500 ETF-T, the field is dollar cost averaging, and the verified value is data not available. This concept needs filing or earnings call evidence that is not present in the verified snapshot. For NVIDIA Corporation, the field is dollar cost averaging, and the verified value is data not available. This concept needs filing or earnings call evidence that is not present in the verified snapshot. The concept is educational. No company-specific value is shown without a verified source. Even when beginners understand the theory of dollar cost averaging, they frequently fall into a classic psychological trap when putting real money on the line. Let us walk through a very relatable story to see how this mistake happens. Imagine a beginner who decides to start investing a set portion of their paycheck into a high-quality, growing technology business. For the first few purchasing cycles, everything goes smoothly. The stock market is calm, headlines are optimistic, and watching their account balance grow feels fantastic. Then, unexpected economic turmoil hits the market. Fearful news stories dominate the television, market analysts predict deep economic downturns, and stock prices across the entire board start tumbling down day after day. The beginner opens their account app, sees their portfolio total temporarily dipping into negative territory, and feels an overwhelming surge of anxiety. Driven by fear and the natural human desire to stop the discomfort, the beginner makes a crucial mistake. They pause their automated recurring purchases. They tell themselves they will wait until the market calms down and starts going back up before they resume investing. By pausing their strategy during the price drop, they completely derail the mechanical power of dollar cost averaging. They bought shares when prices were high and optimism was overflowing. But the exact moment the stock went on a temporary price discount, fear convinced them to stop buying. Months later, when economic headlines improve and stock prices rebound to new heights, the beginner feels safe enough to start buying again. But by waiting for safety, they missed out on acquiring extra share units at lower cost basis levels, permanently lowering their long-term wealth potential. To avoid this trap, you need to understand the right approach and structure your investment habits to protect yourself from emotional decisions. The first step of the right approach is complete automation. You should set up automatic recurring deposits and purchases directly through your brokerage platform, timed precisely on your regular payday. When your buying schedule executes automatically in the background, you take your daily emotions and impulsive reactions out of the driver's seat entirely. The second step is learning to mentally reframe market pullbacks. In every other area of life, when high-quality goods go on sale at the store, consumers celebrate and recognize the extra value. In the stock market, beginner investors often run away in panic when quality assets go on sale. When you practice dollar cost averaging into durable businesses, temporary market pullbacks mean your fixed recurring deposit automatically acquires more fractional ownership for the exact same cash outlay. The third step is strictly maintaining a focus on underlying business quality. It is vital to understand that dollar cost averaging is not a magical fix that can save a failing enterprise. Buying more shares of a shrinking company that is permanently losing market share will simply average your investment into greater losses over time. This strategy only works long-term when applied to financially healthy, growing businesses or broad market index funds with proven multi-year track records. Before setting up any recurring investment strategy, perform one simple, Observable research check. Inspect the company's historical multi-year revenue and net income trends across past SEC filings to confirm that the business has a consistent baseline of fundamental operating growth. Let us summarize the 3 core key points we covered in lesson. First, dollar cost averaging is a disciplined strategy where you invest a fixed cash amount on a consistent schedule, which mathematically forces you to buy more shares when prices are low and fewer shares when prices are high. Second, automating your recurring purchases removes human emotion, market timing anxiety, and headline fear from your long-term wealth-building journey. Third, dollar cost averaging is a strategy designed for high-quality assets, meaning you must always verify the operational stability of a business before committing your hard-earned capital. For your forward application, take